All right, everybody, here we go. Jamie Dimon, bank boss warns U.S. interest rates could rise to 8%. Here we go. So it's market update time. Stick with me to the end because I'm going to talk about this article that came out from the BBC yesterday and Jamie Dimon's comments about rates and then best choices for you and maybe what could really be happening. But let's start with the market update as we always do. Look down below, all the numbers down there for you. Interest rates have ticked up a little bit. We're at rates around 6.875 with some of the lenders I'm using. APR could change a little bit up or down depending on your situation. Of course, it's tailored towards everybody, but 6.875 is kind of where we're at. The 15-year has gone up a little bit. Let's see, we're at 5.75 as well, and that's just a tick up from yesterday. About a quarter, not quite a quarter point, maybe an eighth of a point bump there. So what's going to happen, right? Well, if you look again, our MAI is still going up. 78. We haven't hit 80 yet, but what does that mean? Well, that MAI is based on, what kind of market we're in. I mean, and anything over about 35, 40 is towards a seller's market. So we're way into a seller's market. Inventory has increased a tiny bit, but that's maybe one or two units in the Fullerton area or Southern California area, not a lot. So we still need more inventory, as we've been talking about over and over again. But so we're always looking, for these types of indicators and what's happening. And we're promised, hey, homes are going to be coming out here in the spring and the summer, and we're going into that buying season now. Where's the homes? People are still sitting there waiting because these rates are still kind of holding them back from going to the next level, maybe selling their house and buying something. So we're still looking for homes. We're still actively searching for those things. And that is really what's kind of driving this economy and what's happening with rates. Well, so let's get into that, okay? You can look at all those numbers down below, but let's get into that real quick on what's going on with Jamie Dimon. I'm going to read a lot of this because I don't have it memorized. But Jamie Dimon, this is a guy who in 2022 predicted rates would go into the sevens. And people are like, I don't know if we're going to get to there. And what happened? Rate like in January of 2022, we went from about 5%, 6%, and then boom, right into the sevens. And then it dipped down a little bit back in the sixes and then went in the mid sevens. And of course, that's an average. And again, based on an individual borrower, some people were in the eights and the nines at that point. So it was almost like a hard money rate for some of these people. But this is the guy that predicted that, and pretty smart guy. He's the head of JP Morgan Chase. And this BBC article has all kinds of teaser headlines, things saying, bank boss warns the world is facing the most dangerous time. The U.S. holds interest rates steady, but signals cuts ahead. So they're going the opposite way. And the U.S. job boom raises doubts about rate cuts. Well, Jamie Dimon basically came out and said, look, here's where we're at. He says, we have stickier inflation than we thought, and higher interest rates are coming, possibly into the eights. But did he say that, or what did he say? In this article, he actually said that, in this letter to his shareholders, Mr. Dimon said that the bank was ready for a very broad range of rates, which they're prepared, anywhere from 2% to 8% or higher. So he said they're just prepared and potentially pushed up because of high government spending and the need to curb prices. So he's basically saying that, look, we're prepared to go down or up and even above 8% if we need to. We're preparing our shareholders and our clients and our customers for this just so they know what's coming. And that's pretty smart. So he's not saying we're going to 8%, but he's saying we're prepared for that. You can read through the articles, the BBC article. You can look it up. Just look up Jamie Dimon interest rates, and you can find that. But it's pretty smart because what he's basically saying is that he's preparing for this, or they're preparing for this. And this is why I tell clients, if you're a buyer or even if you're a seller thinking about buying, and you need to prepare and make the best decisions for you. A lot of people jump on when I do these videos, they get on me, well, you're just trying to get people to sell or buy homes. Well, that's my job, is to help people do those things. But it's also to make sure to do what's best in your best interest, right? So if right now you want to buy an $800,000 house, but at a 7% interest rate, the payments are X, that doesn't work in your budget, then maybe now is not the time to buy that house. Maybe you're lowering your budget to get, or lowering your kind of your shopping to get into your budget, or maybe you're waiting, but that has to be up to you. And that's kind of what Jamie Dimon is saying here is kind of, they're preparing for the rates to be anywhere in that broad range, to prepare their customers and their shareholders for that. So something to think about. Look through this article. Maybe I'll put a link in it in the bottom there below the MEI report and everything, so you can kind of take a look and read all that. But it's just a bunch of kind of clickbait type of stuff with these rates. The boss of one of the world's biggest banks has warned U.S. rates could climb to 8%. So who knows? It may go there, it may not. And what's going to happen with home prices at that point? Well, look what happened with home prices when they went to 7%. They just went like this, and then back up, because buyers realize that this is kind of the market we're in. If you look at the average rate again over a 30-year period, the average interest rate's right in the mid to high sevens. So people are preparing this summer. They're going to get ready to buy. It's going to be a crazy market again. We're already seeing it. Multiple offers on things. Homes going for well above what the listing prices are. They're being very tough to comp homes right now. So just be prepared to slug it out a little bit. Okay, so I'll put that article down there. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Again, read all through the numbers. If there's something not listed down there you need, reach out to me. We can look at anything in Southern California, of course. And if you have something out of state, I'm referring clients to people out of state, to people just to run numbers for them, not to sell their homes, it's just to run numbers and help you out and let you know where you're at. Okay, so that's all I got. Here we go. Be not afraid. There's the phrase for the week. Okay, don't be afraid of what's happening here. Try to make good decisions. Let me know if you need help with that. I'm here to do that. So Agent B, here to help when you're ready. I'll see you.